How's it going, guys? Welcome back. Today we are starting our very first Madden NFL franchise mode. We're going to be using the Cincinnati Bengals, my favorite team. We're doing franchise mode a little bit different this time around. We always do random teams and stuff, but then you know what? We kind of get like an episode and a half in, and then we kind of quit doing it. So I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe we go with my favorite team, diehard Bengals fan. We stick with it a little bit longer. We turn this team into a contender. Right now, 72 overall, 73 on the offense, 77 on the defense. Kind of surprising there. I was kind of expecting, if I'm being completely honest, more of a 70, 3 on the defense and be 77 on the offense. I thought we had a few more offensive pieces to work with. Madden not agreeing. No, we'll go ahead and take a look at this team though and see what they're thinking here in a second. We're going to go ahead and the role is coach. That looks beautiful. Looks fantastic. Use custom coach. Why not? We'll be the motivator team. What do we want? Trade influence package, expert scout package, coach XP package. We probably want the best scout thing because we are going to have to do a lot of rebuilding with this team. I mean, it's kind of clear we do not have an overall that is probably going to make playoffs. Now, we could make it work. I mean, to be completely honest, I'm a biased fan, though, I'm thinking Bengals, they got a legitimate chance to make playoffs this year. I think bringing in Zach Taylor is going to be a big difference maker for that offense. The offense definitely needs some help. I think with him out there, he can do that. I mean, just imagining what they did with the Rams over there, if he can bring some of that to the Bengals. I know he's a big offensive line guy. I'm a big believer in the offensive line. We can get some defensive lineman believers out there as well. I feel like battle of the trenches is always huge for when it comes to the teams being successful in the NFL. So, man, if we could do that, this should be fantastic. But that'd be the goal I'd like to see us get going on here. Body type, skin tone, fade. Yeah, that looks fantastic. We look beautiful. Not too concerned about that stuff right there. What else do we have? Official offensive styles. Sure, we'll use the playbook. Zach Taylor. Why not? Zach Taylor as well. Coach info. That stuff is fantastic. I almost hit back instead of continue. League settings. Don't really know what to change here. Should we play the games? I don't really know if we'll end up playing these games. I usually, when we play franchise modes, we usually don't play the games. We could, you can always go into the sim screen and play-by-play sim screen and do that. I just feel like it drags out when you play like the entire game. There could be like some really crazy long episodes and stuff. I don't know. You guys have to let me know. This is always the best part about these first episodes. I try not to do too much because I want to get as many suggestions from you guys as possible and stuff we should do here in the future. Instant starter, trade deadline, sure, why not? League type, computer, coach firing, yeah, looks fantastic. Superstar ability, salary cap, leave it on. Return pre-existing injuries off, just so we don't have to mess. Actually, do we leave that on? I'm turning it off, just so we don't have to mess with it. We'll leave injuries on during the season. We can always change it, I believe, right, if we want to. So you guys have to let me know what you think about injuries. Some people love them, some people hate them. Think they make it take longer. Some people, it's football though. Football is a lot different than like hockey and stuff where I feel like injuries are a lot more important and stuff. Maybe you want to see those. I guess it's important regardless, right? But and I guess they linger on and they have a different sort of effect and impact on a team and stuff. A little bit different. They're more common, I guess. Career clock. I don't really know what that does. Yeah, I'll leave it on. Sure, why not? Practice squad, quarter length. We're at 6 minutes. Accelerate the clock. Why not? Play clock time 20 seconds. We can always actually 6 minutes is time. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Weekly training. We'll leave all that at manual. Season experience. Full control. Scout college players. Would love to. Tutorial pop-ups. We probably should use those because we haven't played a franchise in such a long time on Madden, but we will turn those off. Auto progress players. So we'll leave that off. Fill roster on. When I set on, the computer will automatically assign free agents for positions that do not have the minimum number of players required. Yeah, we'll let them do it just in case we make a mistake some point in time down the road. Other than that, we should be good. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy rolling here and see what we can do. Well, we got the time though. If you guys would like to subscribe to the channel and give the video a big thumbs up, that lets me know you guys want to see future episodes of this franchise mode. You guys want to follow along, so that's always appreciated as well. I'd say we got 74, 75 players. I'll have to cut that down, of course. 77 defense, 73 offense, 72 overall. I am actually somewhat surprised by the fact that that's how we start preseason schedule. You know what's crazy? The Bengals always play the Colts in the preseason. I think it's just because it's close teams or whatever, it is. You play the teams close to, you don't have to travel as far. Colts, Redskins, and Giants. Ain't too worried about the preseason. Haven't really seen a regular season schedule too much. Starting off with the Seahawks. Seahawks, well, we got the tough division over there in the West. I thought we played the West last year. Did we not? Did we play last year in 2019, 2018? Was it? It wasn't the West. No, it was the Falcons division, so it was the South. I played the NFC South. Okay, so we got the Seahawks, the 49ers, Cardinals. Gonna be some tough games. But we're also gonna play the Bills. We'll see what the Bills have this year. Jaguars as well. They always bring a tough defense out there. Ravens, at Raiders. We'll see what the Raiders can do this year. I did not have the season I was looking for last year. later in the season, though. So we'll see what they got by then. Maybe it could be some big wins for us. Raiders, Jets, Browns. The Browns are going to surprise some teams this year. Dolphins, that's going to be a big one later in the year. They're only like a 68 overall, so we're going to get a good chance to get a big win there. We're going to play the Browns, Dolphins, and the Patriots in the last 4 games. So we're going to see how those Browns do because they struggle. We're going to have three of the last 4 games of the season are going to be easy ones. Put us in a good playoff position. Possibly the Jets one is too. 4 of the last 5. I want to be a Steelers hater because, you know, Steelers rival. We could say 5 of the last 6, but they'll probably put together a pretty solid team. We better not get too excited about that. Thankfully for the Bengals, by the looks of it, we have one. We have one primetime game at Pittsburgh. You got to put the Bengals-Steelers games on primetime. That's just how you do it. So we got a chance. That's the important thing here is the Bengals on primetime. New coach this year, though, boys. New regimen. Zach Taylor's coming in. I'm interested to see how we do on primetime because I always do. You look back at how the coach's record is on primetime, how you prep your team, blame the players as much as you want, but your coach preps them. You know, as being a Bengals fan, you guys probably watch a lot of Buckeye stuff too if you're a Bengals fan. Seeing the Urban Meyer, like he plays great in big games. You know, you see the way the players do in big games there. No matter who he has out there, I feel like that was a struggle with the Bengals a lot of the time. Didn't matter who was out there, they struggled in the big games. Up until about, Carson Palmer though. And if Carson Palmer was around, I thought they did pretty well. It was just, you know, the Steelers thought it'd be a nice idea to take out his ACL in that game, and it all went downhill from there. But looking at this offensive line, Cody Glenn, I can't believe he's only a 72 overall. I felt like he, for as much as he's getting paid, I thought they was going to have a little bit higher overall than that 72. We'll see how he's doing, I guess. 92 on his strength. Not a good run block, not a good pass blocker either. Only a 76. I thought we had a pretty good cog over there on the left side in Cody Glenn. He's not really getting respected to be that kind of guy, though, here right now over here on this team. He is 29. I do understand that. 7 years experience, so I mean, he's going to be on the other side of 30 here rather shortly. Miller, how you doing, man? John Miller, 26 for his experience as far as he is, 65 by 75. Of course, we got a lot of low overalls. The left side was supposed to be the strong side, but thankfully, you know who I don't see? Oh, I am so happy. There he is, Bobby Hart, baby, the backup. Makes me happy to see. Oh, man, Bobby Hart. I'm thinking of it right now. I'm thinking of the snap. I'm looking at the right side of the field. There's Bobby Hart, and there's this player about 10 feet behind him, sacking Andy Dalton. Half a second after the ball is snapped. Man, he got beat so many times last year. Sometimes he didn't get beat, though. You know why? Because, well, false start, and you didn't have to go out there and block the guy. So I'm glad to see that's going to change. Andre Smith, speaking of guys, man, the Bengals was high expectations for him. Hopefully this is it. This is the time for him. 76 runs, 69 pass. Oh, man, Redmond. How old is Redmond? He can't be old, right? 24, 3 years experience. I thought we took a lineman early in the draft this year. Oh, right, Jonah Williams, yeah, nice. Once again, another first-round draft pick. I absolutely love taking a lineman in the first round. I have nothing more. I always dream about that Dallas Cowboys offensive line over here in Cincy, right? But, man, Ogbuehi, Andre Smith, Williams. I don't know what it is. Once again, we got another guy that's injured. This time we didn't draft him injured, at least like we did with Ogbuehi. But that scares me thinking about an injured lineman. That's killer. Is he in the game right now, though? I'm assuming he's not in the game if I don't see him here, right, though? Because we turn pre-existing injuries off. We just enjoy drafting the injured players in their first round, picking up them damaged goods, you know. Well, they'll play in the second year. Who needs them in the first year, right? Billy Price, though, man, I can't believe he's only in his 71 in this game. I got high expectations for Billy Price. He played really well and he was healthy last year. 1 year experience, maybe that's why. He's got some good stats. 77 run blocks, 77 pass block. Not a high overall to, you know, show for it. But I definitely think he's got a lot of bright spots there in the future. We already brought up Redmond. 24, still has some growth potential there as well by the looks of it as well for sure there. Speaking of healthy, look at the love they're giving Tyler Eifert, an 88 overall. I love to see it. He deserves it though. The guy is so dynamic when he's out there on the field, such a difference maker. It's just if he can avoid the freak accidents, that would be fantastic. 87 catching, 83 on the speed, pretty good on the route running. As far as run blocking and everything else, I mean, he's a tight end. I ain't worried about it. I'm glad he's out there to help the offense. I think we have a lot of good pieces when it comes to the offensive playmakers. Like I said, that offensive line's definitely going to need some work. I don't know where we go, though, with so many injuries. We have to go a whole year without even our left guard. Like I said, if the team's even in the game, you have to let me know if he's in the game. I don't think he's in the game. Like, I mean, we can always just create him and throw him in, I guess. I don't know where we would go with that. He's supposed to be the top lineman in the draft. So, I mean, we have to give him good potential and, I don't know, 70, 72 overall. You guys have to let me know about that one. Like I said, so we're going through this stuff right now. Get all the kinks out of the way early. AJ Green, though, 90 overall. A man who could possibly stay healthy. That'd be fantastic. 31 years old right now. Coming up close to needed to get paid. Do we pay him though at 31? I don't think we'll do that. We'll see how the season goes. He might be a guy, to be completely honest, if we turn this into a rebuilding season, AJ Green might be the guy we throw on the block and go out there and try to pick some draft picks up for him. If we get a first round draft pick for AJ Green, I mean, why not? Joe Mixon though, man. Talk about the future. 88 overall. I love him. I absolutely love the guy. He's going to be fantastic. Led the league in rushing last year. Kind of surprised he didn't even get a higher overall than an 88, but I'm happy with an 88. 88 is great. 91 speed, 93 acceleration, ball carrier vision, trucking 76. Looks like he's 86 on a breaking the tackle, which is great. Good at breaking the tackles. Big guy back there. 92 on the agility. A lot of good things coming here for Joe Mixon, I think. And then Tyler Boyd, a little bit lower. 1,000-yard receiving season, though. 83 overall. We're going to make it work. Again, the future just signed that contract with us, 24. And he develops at a faster than normal rate. So that's good. He's going to be projected as a star. 94 on the catching. Great to see right there. 92 acceleration. 86 in a short route. 85 on the long or medium. 80 on the long. So he's definitely got some potential there in the route running. But to have that kind of speed, that kind of acceleration, that kind of catching this early on, that's great to see for him. We go over there. Andy Dalton, big piece right there to talk about as well. I'm a believer in Andy Dalton. Maybe it's just me. I feel like you put the right guys around him, you put him in the right system, and the guy can be a top 5 quarterback in the league. He proved it. He proved it the year that he broke his thumb, and I feel like an 80 overall, we can still make that work. It's not like a 74, 75, and you put so much into a quarterback in the draft, and it's so hit or miss sometimes. At 31, he could give us 7 more years, maybe 6. On this team. That's a lot of good years with a solid quarterback. He develops at a normal rate though, which is kind of concerning. We'll see how he does. We'll see how he does on this team. It'll definitely matter the farther we get down in the season here, down in the franchise in general. We go to the defense. Geno, baby. How old is Geno these days? He's gonna be like 32, right? 31. Still a tank back there. Once again, another guy. If we have to rebuild this team, you look at Geno Atkins. I don't think you want to drop him though. You want to keep some solid players. He's a 91. Same can be said about Carl Lawson's an 81 or 81. Where's Carlos Dunlap? There's Carlos Dunlap. That's what I was looking for. Dunlap, 30 years old, 9 years of experience. So has 3 years left in a contract. Pretty friendly deal for Carlos Dunlap. 3 years left to be 33, 34. I like that. I don't want to be a bad team forever, right? It'd be nice to be able to rebuild as quick as we can here. Maybe a year or two. I feel like we got a lot of young guys on this team. Geno Atkins, though, again, we got some guys getting older, but you got to worry about replacing those guys in the draft, of course. Andrew Billings, and then we have Carl Lawson over there as well. We go over on the corners. Speaking of these corners, William Jackson, baby, this is going to be his year. He's going to break out. Had a great year last year, I thought, but I think he's going to be even better this year. He's 26 now, but hey, I got the faith in you, buddy. I got the faith in you. Drake Kirkpatrick can't say the same, pal. You do have a 78 overall, which is impressive. Let me see the stats real quick. Let's see these ratings real quick. Is there a discipline stat on here for taking penalties in situations where the game's on the line? I don't see it. If he did, that's probably a trade he has somewhere around here. Develops at a normal pace, Drake Kirkpatrick, man. I love the guy. I love the guy. But man, I don't know what it is. It seems like every time we was looking last year, you looked who was catching the ball. Oh, it's Drake Kirkpatrick on coverage. So he might be somebody we got to work on. I didn't check out his age. That's somewhere to look to. 29. I don't know how big of a fan I am of keeping him. Not at 29. He's done developing. Cornerback, that's an area I'd love to see being pretty solid as well. John Williams, he's a 79 overall right now. 28 years old as well. How's he doing back there? 88 on his speed. Zone coverage, 77. It'll work. How's he, man? 67. I'd like it to be a little bit better. You're going to play safety in the league. I'd like to see a guy that can be a field general back there. He's not the free safety, though. That is Bates' job. Bates is an 81. He's 22. A lot of potential. Star potential. I love to see that. That can be the guy we work around. As long as we have one good safety back there, man, it can be, like we said, the field general. 76 man coverage, 82 on the zone right now, 89 speed, can keep up with anybody. Tackling's a little bit low. He can work on that, but he'll get there. He'll get there. He's only 22. He's only going to get better. Star potential as well. You love to see something like that. Jefferson, right outside linebacker, finally moving on from Vontaze Burfict. Malik Jefferson, though, we'll see what he's got. Another young guy. He's going to grow at a normal rate right now, so we'll see how that goes, but we ain't too big of a hurry of throwing guys out, even though he's only a 68. We can keep him around, see if he can progress a little bit. Like I said, he's only 22. Plenty of time there to keep on going. 79 tackling, 82 hit power. That doesn't look like he has much zone coverage, man-to-man coverage on him. Man's 50, but linebacker, you don't normally run a lot of man. You do run a lot of zone though. At a 56, you gotta be better than that. I think you gotta be better. We'll see how he does. right now. It looks like he's better at the run than he is against the pass. You got to be able to do both in this league, though, pal. You got to be able to do both. Preston Brown, here we go. He's still 26. I always feel like he's so much older than 26, but he's not. 75 overall right now, 87 on the tackling. Good to see. He's a great tackler. We was already aware of that. Definitely showing in this game. 65 on his zone coverage, 81 strength, 80 pursuit. Again, another guy. He's good at tracking guys down and hawking them down. I mean, you're not going to get every single... When you're 75 overall, you're not going to have guys with 80 man coverage, 80 zone header linebackers, of course. So we do understand that. That might be an area we have to definitely work on. No, I feel like we got a lot of areas. We might have to save the cornerbacks, to be honest. We might have to work with Drake Kirkpatrick because some of these linebackers right now, the overalls aren't there. I mean, Nick Vigil, he's 26 as well. I don't feel like he's ever going to get to where we need him to be in this game. Great player. I love the guy. But as far as producing from a long-term perspective, I don't know. Malik Jefferson might be the guy we keep. We might keep Preston Brown a little bit. And Vigil might be the guy we have to try to up and replace there. Over there on the defensive side, of course, special teams, we don't really have too much to worry about there. We still have Huber, indeed. Bullock, get out of here. I don't know why. How did Elliott do last year, by the way? Oh, fantastic. How did Bullock do? Not so great. I couldn't believe it. I loved the idea. Quick rant here. I love the idea of getting a kicker in the draft, later in the draft. Because, you know, the one thing I never was a big fan of with kickers is picking kickers up off free agency that have been waived by other teams. Like, they've lost their job 2 or 3 times already for a reason. Why are we picking him up? Bullock doesn't have a leg. It was great. We finally picked up Elliott, his guy in the draft, picked up a good kicker in the draft. You're going to have your ups and downs when you first start going into the big leagues, of course, and he did. But he's starting to turn it around. He's got a leg on him. I think he'd be a great kicker to have, getting younger instead of older. But it is what it is, I guess. It's, this is Madden. You look at the guys kicking and accuracy, they don't really think of what I'm thinking of, I guess. Kick power 94, accuracy 80. Yeah, we could still definitely do some room there. I mean, definitely a lot of room for work at an 80 accuracy. We'll see what's out there. Maybe a 6th, 7th round pick in the draft for a kicker too. Not too sure though. I mean, like I said, I look at this team and the overall tells me we're not going to be a contender, unfortunately. We're 72 overall. But I look at it, I feel like we have the potential. I think we have a lot of potential to make this work right now. Maybe a few moves, maybe not. Maybe we see how the first couple games of the year go. If they struggle, we start out, 1-3, 1-4. We are in a pretty tough division. Then you go out there and say, oh, we'll throw somebody like AJ Green on a trade block, try to pick up another draft pick. We got to make one of these draft picks work eventually, right? We also got to see what we can do with if we can do with Williams too. That he's currently not out there. Do we have a goals screen around here somewhere? My team for agents, my coach is under here. My coach goals. See what the goals are for this season. Get a road preseason. Hey, I think we can do that. I think we can do that. 1,000 team passing yards, 2,000 team passing yards, 3,000 team passing yards. What's your passing yard ones? 500 team rush yards. I think we can get Joe Mixon to clear that one for us, though. The team rushing yards, he'll do good. Maybe 2,500 in 1 year. That'd be a little optimistic. A lot optimistic. Who am I kidding? Rush for 25 touchdowns. Get 200 first downs. Allow 1,500 yards. Got a lot of room here for our legacy score, of course. Pretty similar stuff you see most years. Of course, the Super Bowl is being very important as well. 1 Super Bowl appearance is going to get you 250 on the legacy score. That's the thing as well. You go all Madden or all Pro, you get more legacy points for that stuff as well. You guys have to give me some of your input though. What do you guys want to see us do with this? Keep it as realistic as possible. I'm hoping you guys want to see that kind of the goal I want to go with here. But again, we got some decisions to make, some important ones early in the season. We're going to commit. We're going to commit to this year. We're going to commit to next year. Let me know what you guys are thinking. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.